Good morning. Happy Thursday.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Thank you for joining us this morning. We hope you have your coffee and are just going to spend a few minutes hanging out with us. We're super excited about this morning because we have a guest here, Kelsey.
Our very first guest, y'all.
Yay! Interview with Kelsey. Today we are actually going to be chatting about this amazing venue that is opening its doors again. And I'll explain why again here in a second. Kelsey will. December 1st. Today we're going to ask her questions about the venue. If you guys watching have questions, just go ahead and comment below. And if we're live, we'll get to them during this session. And if you watch later and you comment later, then somebody from our team, the Emily Weddings team, or Kelsey will address any of those questions for you because we want to make sure that everything gets answered. This is the Emily Weddings show that we call Eye on Events, where we keep our eye on events. You keep your eye on us, and then we'll keep you in the know with the latest and greatest in trips and tricks and tips
that was last
and trends. Oh my gosh. In events, in throwing a party, in planning a wedding. And so today we're excited about the historic post office.
Yeah.
So fill us in a little bit on the history and what it is now becoming.
So the historic post office is in downtown Hampton. It's kind of where they host all the block parties. So it's in a very cute, charming place.
Super fun.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's adorable down there. And it was built in 1914. It was the big post office of Hampton.
Yes.
I know, right? It's crazy. So it was open until 1986, and then shut down as a post office. It had become a restaurant. It was a cafe. Then it was actually a film studio, and they're still doing filming in the basement.
Cool.
So it's super cool to walk in and watch them filming and everything.
That's nice.
So now we are totally just transforming it, renovating it, doing all the construction for it to be a venue. So
Amazing.
Yes,
Awesome.
Yes.
So Amelia is saying she's having a hard time hearing us a little bit,
Okay.
so we'll speak up.
We
let
have
us
no problem doing that.
Let us know if you still have a problem hearing us in just a minute, and then we'll try to see if there's something going on with the device that we're filming from. Awesome.
Yes.
So you're saying 1914, so there's some wonderful charm.
Yes.
We know the outside. You guys, there's a link below to the historic post office, so you can go on there and check out some of the images. So we see that the outside has tons of charm.
Yes.
Is the inside the same?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
The inside has a lot of history as well. Like if those walls could talk, it would be.
Oh,
well,
we love
maybe
that.
they shouldn't.
Yeah. So it's gonna have a very Restoration Hardware feel because we wanted to kind of mix like vintage and historic with modern with
industrial.
Yeah, with industrial. So when we were thinking about designers, Restoration Hardware was at the top of our list. So that's where we've gotten most of our lighting and whatnot. So yes, it's going to be just as charming. It is gorgeous inside.
Wonderful.
Yes.
We're so excited. So now fill us in if we're a bride or if we are a corporation or somebody that wants to book an event there. Can we bring in our own vendors? Can we bring in our own stuff?
Yeah, so the historic post office is kind of like a blank slate.
Okay.
Which is perfect.
Which is
Yes.
perfect.
Yeah, really.
Yes. So we do ask that you choose a caterer off of our preferred catering list.
Okay.
And that is for your sake because they are all going to be all-inclusive. So meaning they will bring in all the food, they will set up your tables, they will set up your chairs, they will do the room flip if needed. Because we don't have staff at the historic post office to do that. So we're making sure that the caterers are able to do that.
And you want that. And we know some of the ones on your preferred vendor list, and they're fantastic. Fantastic. They are the ones that we would send clients to. So it is the creme de la creme that you have got in the catering department. So what about other things? What about lighting? Do you guys have lighting?
Yes, we have all event lighting installed by Stage Right.
Okay.
So in our, we're super excited.
So that's included.
That's included, yes, in the standard package. So up lights and down lights.
Yep.
One color of them is included in the standard package rate.
Wow.
Got it.
So you can kind of transform that room to any color that you want. If you want to go big and bad, then you can do $500 upgrade for that lighting package, which is a deal.
Yes.
That's
a
I mean,
huge.
really a steal.
Yeah.
And that includes outdoor lighting as well. So
Wow.
you can light up those
Wow.
big
Those
columns.
columns.
Wow.
Wow.
So speaking of outside, do you guys have an outdoor space? So let's say that I want to have my cocktail reception outside.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yes, it is. So we have this gated lot right next to the historic post office. When it was a restaurant, they used to have cornhole out there and do Jenga, and they would open the doors and do beer tastings. So we are going to use that lot by the side for any kind of cocktail hour that you might want to host.
Awesome.
It's gated, so people off the streets can't just walk in.
Oh, that's
It's
Just
great.
that's
That's
really
a
good.
concern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's important.
When you're in a
Sadly,
city,
it's
Yeah.
important.
yeah. City views, you have a view of Mill Point Park. You can even see the water and the docks from there. I imagine it was like Edison Bowl.
Oh,
Yes.
So
Yeah.
fun.
Very industrial.
So
Yes.
can I have, or can anybody that's watching, can they do, like if it were for a wedding, if they were gonna book for a wedding, can you do your ceremony, cocktail reception, and reception there?
Yes, you can.
Ooh,
It
so
does.
awesome.
Yeah, it requires a room flip. So if you were to do your ceremony inside in the main banquet space, then your guests would go outside for cocktail hour or either upstairs for cocktail hour. Then your caterer would then be responsible for flipping the room and transforming it into your reception.
Perfect.
So,
And I know that sometimes people hear room flip and they freak out just
I
a little
know.
bit.
Yeah.
If you, any of the, we've seen the caterer list like we had said.
Mhm.
If you if you get one of these caterers that's on their preferred list, it's second nature
Yeah.
to these caterers, and
Yes.
so they will be able to flip the space. It is not a scary thing. It can happen in a short amount
Oh
of
my gosh,
time.
yes.
And so you don't, it's something that gets taken off of your plate. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. It is easy peasy for the people that know how to do it.
And I think the other appeal of doing a room flip is that your guests are amazed when they walk back in and this space has been completely transformed
Yes.
from the space that they were just in.
Yes.
Well, and they also don't have to deal with traffic or traveling anywhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's much easier to get it all done in
One spot.
In one spot.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
So wonderful. Yes.
If they wanted to, we have so many awesome churches in downtown Hampton as well. I just visited the Memorial Chapel at Hampton University yesterday. Gorgeous.
Yes.
So gorgeous. So if that was, that was important to them that they get married in a church, right?
Yeah.
There's so many
There are
options.
options.
Mill Point Park as well, so they might be able to get married there.
So those are all close by then.
Yes, walking
Yeah.
distance.
Okay.
So what's
that's helpful.
That is very helpful. What is, let's say that what's the parking situation like?
So Hampton has so much free parking, so your guests won't have an issue finding any kind of parking in Hampton. However, if you wanted to, you could purchase valet parking. We go through Express Valet.
Okay.
Which they're wonderful.
They're
We do
wonderful.
them a lot. Yeah.
And it's kind of like a luxury for your guests to do that. So they would just pull up. We actually purchased, there are some parking spots right in front of the historic post office, and we purchased those from the city.
Okay.
So nobody can park there, and we did that for photography purposes.
Yes.
So
Love
that they can get big
it.
shots without cars being in the way.
So
So
smart.
yeah,
That is really smart.
guests
Yes.
would just pull up and
I
They
can't
park it.
wait to see the pictures of like exits with the
Yes.
columns lit up and everything. Oh,
and we can do
beautiful.
sparklers too. So
Awesome.
That
That
is
is
Yeah, a lot of people don't anymore.
right.
So.
I was gonna say something and it just slipped my mind. For catering, are we allowed to bring in our own alcohol? Let's say that you're military and you can get it cheaper somewhere. Can they bring that in?
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
They would have to get an ABC license.
So
Okay.
they're required
Yes.
to carry the ABC license, which is super simple,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You
Just
just go
apply for it
online,
online.
you apply, it's a 1 day. I mean, yep.
Quick.
Yeah.
So
Now
perfect.
you guys would want it a little bit ahead of time.
Yes. So what we've developed is a final meeting with all of our clients. So at this final meeting, they would give us our remaining deposit. They would give us the security deposit. They would give us their timeline, their layouts, just so we're kind of in the know of what they're doing.
Okay.
And then their vendor list and ABC license. They're also required to have insurance. So all of that would be dealt with at the final meeting, which they would just come to the post office, and it'd be a great time for them to walk around and with their event planner and just
Do they need an event planner?
That's
So
what I
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
ask
say,
you.
when you say timeline, who's creating this timeline?
Yeah.
They are required to have an event planner there, and that is for, like, again, their sake.
Again,
Because
for you, the bride, certainly.
100%, yes, it's necessary. It's just like as necessary as a caterer is.
Yes.
We know that. I know that. So
Yeah.
we made it required at the post office that you do have a certified, insured
Yes.
wedding planner.
Now, will you give them a list of names so that they're not searching in the dark, that you've got some that you know and trust and
Yeah.
will pass on? So, and that's with any vendor, so they're not like lost. You'll
Lost
give
in
them
the dark.
that. Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, so we want to develop a good list of people who know the area, who know our venue, who know our expectations. So that will be given to everybody that books with us, is that comprehensive list.
Nice.
Perfect.
So I'll throw something else your way. What if I am a corporation and I just want to have like a holiday party, but I have 50 people? Can I still book, and would it feel overwhelming, the size of the building for that party?
Our banquet space is really large, but you can make it feel so intimate.
Okay.
So I think that the building itself is so charming that it already makes you feel invited and welcome. It's not like this huge, vast,
Yes.
ballroom feel.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely, we can accommodate up to 250, but that doesn't mean that an event with 50 people wouldn't feel overwhelming in that space.
Okay. So
And you
it'd
did
be
say it's
intimate.
on 2 levels
Mhm.
too, which I think is
Neat.
is
Yeah, it would
key.
still provide
It's
that.
very cool.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's kind of like people have compared it to the Norva, so you know
Okay.
how the upper level you
Okay,
can still
yep.
see everything going below.
So fun.
So yeah.
Which is great. So for larger
Mhm.
groups, you still, I mean, it's not like you're all the way in the back of the space
No.
and everything's happening right here and you can't hear, you
It's
can't
just all
see.
in this.
I mean, it's just all encompassing. It's
Yes.
all around.
Mhm.
Perfect.
So question, if for a wedding, they need to bring in a wedding coordinator at least, day of. For any other kind of corporation, do they need to bring in a party planner? Is that helpful, or
Yeah,
is that still on the table?
yeah, that's kind of still on the table right now. We haven't really, put that in the contract yet.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're gonna think about that some
Yes.
more. So.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Well, I'm sure that if you guys have questions, do we have any yet?
Yes, I also wanted to say Sherry Brisson, hi, and Janelle Bailey Keene, who's another fantastic planner, designer in the area.
Yeah, she does
Hi,
it
guys.
all. She does it all.
She
Yeah.
does. So thank you so much for joining us. Again, we're Emily Weddings. We're here with our weekly Eye on Events. We have Kelsey from the Historic Post Office, which is opening December 1st. She is going to be their event coordinator. So that's what we're doing. That's who we are.
And so we just got through chatting a little bit about the history of the historic post office, some of the requirements now that it is going to be this event venue, which we're thrilled about. But as a venue manager, do you have any tips that you can offer some of our viewers in planning?
Yes. So when you're picking a venue, and I'm not just speaking from the Historic Post Office, if you are just looking for a venue in general, always thoroughly read the contract. It is so important because, there are stipulations and hidden fees everywhere. So, especially with your wedding coordinator, have them look at it, say, do you see anything that might be a problem? So look through your contract. Also, I think you start off looking for a place that can house the amount of guests that you have.
Yes.
But truly,
yes.
house the actual amount of guests.
Right.
So not,
Yes.
not 250 people can fit, so you invite 350.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, the
Yes.
actual amount of
Yeah,
guests.
that's so important. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. So yes, you find a place that can comfortably fit the amount of people, because there's nothing worse than squeezing into a venue that that you couldn't fit in the first place.
And it gets
This is
uncomfortable.
making Kelsey very comfortable around.
Yes. Also, I think that just your budget as well, factoring that in. Having a venue that's a blank slate is awesome, because you can really,
Make it your
it's
own.
flexible. Yeah, you can
Yes.
make it your own. And a lot of people walk into venues and they're so distracted by things that are already there.
Yes.
They don't realize how much of a stamp they can put on from themselves.
Yes.
So you can bring your own feel, your own vibe to the venue. At the post office, we have made it very neutral so that anybody can come in and just make it whatever they want. No colors
just
there.
that industrial chic vibe is
so hot.
so,
It's so
perfect
great.
right
Yes.
now. I love it.
I know, we're excited.
So read those contracts.
Uh-huh.
Definitely plan for the number that you expect to have, and
Yes.
and not what, or the number that you're inviting. and
Yeah,
what
not
you,
what you expect.
Yes.
Because you never know. Everybody might say this is the event of the year.
Mm-hmm.
All 352 of us are coming to your venue.
That would turn it into a stand.
capacity.
That would be
Yes.
a cocktail reception then, if that's the case.
Oh my God,
Yes.
which is every bit as beautiful.
We have a question from Janelle. She said to please share any design and decor restrictions that
That is
Yes.
a great
Thank you,
question,
Janelle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So at the post office, we have this huge high ceiling. So I think it'd be great with chandeliers and drapery. However, you need to have a company that can get to that high ceiling.
Yeah.
Got it.
So any kind of lift that they might have, so make sure you ask them and tell them the dimensions, which I'll give you whenever you book. But other than that, we really don't have many restrictions at the moment. There is a security deposit due. So, like, let's say you wanted to nail something in the wall. Obviously, that's not allowed. So, if you decided to do it anyways,
Why not?
it's just that security deposit that makes it comfortable. So, but seriously, like I said, it's a blank slate. So, anything that you want to bring in, I mean, you can't be too big in there.
So you'll need somebody who is a professional.
Yes.
To help
100%.
hang those
Mhm.
items, if it's a chandelier or draping, and usually they come with the capability of either the tall ladder or the scissor lift or
Yes.
whatever they
Yeah.
would need. So it's not something that the guest or the person that contracted with the venue would do
Mhm.
themselves.
Mhm.
And then no adhering anything to the walls or damaging the property,
Yes.
or like Kelsey
Yes.
said, you would lose your security deposit.
Yes.
Where the professionals have tricks, there's the
Mhm.
trick word.
Yes.
They have tricks
Yeah.
on how to get things hung properly that will be perfect for your event, but that will not damage the property. So you want to hire those designers or lighting companies, or there's a few that specialize in it. And guess what? Your event planner or your event coordinator that you have to get, which is
Mhm.
required by the Historic Post Office, knows who to contact or contract for you in order to get that decor put up.
Yes.
Wonderful. Those are great tips and tricks, and thank you so much for sharing with us a little bit about the Historic Post Office. We are suckers for history and charm, and so we plan on going out to the Historic Post Office with Ion Events when we can get out there to show you guys firsthand the property. But even beyond that, we would recommend contacting Kelsey. The website again is one of the first comments below, and she can go through the different packages, the pricing, what it includes, and even give you a tour of the space, which you guys want to go check this out. We
Well,
promise
this is something that is cutting edge in
Yeah.
this area. I mean,
Yes.
this area is screaming for spaces like this.
Yes.
Especially that can fit a larger
Yeah.
capacity,
Mhm.
because
It's
I
not
do think we
tiny.
have a couple that are,
Right.
lower capacity venues, but
Mhm.
this is it.
This
I
is
mean,
it, and it's indoors. A lot of our historic stuff in the area, you have to get
Yes.
a tent,
Yes.
and there's nothing wrong with tents, but it is nice during certain seasons
Yes.
to have an indoor space. And so
Yes.
this provides that opportunity if that's what you're looking for. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are Emily Weddings everywhere on social media. Everywhere. So you can find us or just go to our website, emilyweddings.com, and we have our social media links there. This is our Thursday morning show that we call Eye on Events, where we keep our eye on events. You keep your eye on us. We'll keep you in the know with the latest and greatest in tips, tricks, and trends, which is a mouthful.
Yeah.
For all things events, so planning an event, throwing a party, planning a wedding, we've got you covered. And then we meet once a month in the evening time with you all. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. We hope that you have a fantastic Thursday, and thank you,
guys.
Kelsey.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
thank you.
Kelsey.
Thank you guys. I
for being
appreciate
here.
it.
Yes, you guys have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.